Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 2. Last time we arrived at North City and did most of our exploration therein. The one thing we did not do was the pickpocketing. Come on. Yes, I actually got it. This one's actually really rare to get. What this is it says sod there, but if you look down here, it's spelt properly, and yes, it is very, very powerful at this point in the game. This is the point in the game where we're pretty much accepted, it'll be acceptable to use the Marvel Sword, and it doesn't really break much of anything. But for simplicity's sake, we'll just use the sod on you. It's much better than the weapon you can buy for them. I wouldn't, like, you could pick up some of the other weapons for the other characters in either this city or the other one if you really want to. You know, some of them are definitely indeed better. But for the most part, I don't care to do so right now. Like, you get a little more defense with these helms. That one actually might be worthwhile grabbing, so I'll grab one of those. Let's see. But yeah, most of the other stuff I wouldn't worry about too much. If you have someone, if you're, say, on Raina's path and you don't have any high-lace shoes, I would buy those. But most of the other ones really just aren't necessary. Stuff we've had before. You can steal these from the assistant guy. They give a little bit of evade. I guess that's okay. It's better than some of the other stuff some of your other characters get, so I guess I'll buy one of those too. The only other two things really of note around here that you can pickpocket are... Fast forward. Get in the actual building, thank you. I believe it's you? Yeah, you can pickpocket a violin from her if you didn't want to buy it. And it doesn't work very often. Doesn't matter. And the other one is the one I failed to steal last time, which is from Celine. You can get a, I think it's a mithril dress from her. Hello, Raina. I get high heels from you, which were garbage on disc 1. And I already tried to pickpocket you, so I'm never going to get that again. It doesn't really matter all that much. We'll be able to get access to mithril gear relatively shortly. In fact, we could probably already do it to an extent, but I will be showing off how to get that in due time. It's pretty much all you need to worry about pickpocketing. I'll put the graphic on screen at some point during this video so that you can see all the items there are to pickpocket. Remember, like with all of them that I've been putting up, they're ripped right out of guides, and so they may or may not be complete. Some of them seem to be, some of them don't seem to be, so. Anyway, with that being said, let's head back in here without doing a private action this time. And let's just take a quick look here. Is it a helm for you? So that's a little bit better for you. Can you... I don't have anyone else to use it. I was thinking that I had Pressus on this party, but I don't. So we'll give you that. We'll give you the steel helm. And I guess I don't need the beret on you anymore, so I can give you plate stuff again. And yeah, that should be fine. I don't think we need much more other than that. Yeah, like any character, like specifically someone like you, it's better than what he's equipping for the steel-toed boots there. I don't think anybody else will get any benefit from them. Yeah, I would stick with the high-lace shoes myself, but that's entirely up to you. Silver greaves and all that are going to be better. Again, you know, it's either the evasion or the defense. You get hit more than 20 evade's going to make the enemy miss, so I figure it makes more sense. But anyway, we'll give those to you. Okay, we've explored all of the other areas around here, so there's only one building that I ignored, and that's the one that involves going on with the plot, which is the one way over here. Are you guys... You are the Guildmaster. Yeah, the Guildmasters around here in each town on energy need here will give you a different item or a different set of equipment. Or different sets of skills, whatever they are, that you would have been able to get already on Disc 1, but they just pace them out in different cities, so. Anyway, once you're ready to head on in, you just head on in here. There's a very creepy baby in the TV on in the top right there at times. Yeah, really creepy. Really, really creepy. Anyway, we're trying to get a magical flying airship beast thing, which is basically what it is. It's the game's airship. It's Artis, not Artanis, but Artis. Alright, so what are we going to do? What is involved in getting a Synard? They're going to produce living beings. That doesn't sound good. So you input genetic something or other into them that makes them listen. Got it. Seems kind of weird, but okay. Morally, I'm sure there are big problems with that. It's all for a worthy cause. Yeah, it allows people to fly around. That's the worthy cause. So we're going to read some personal data. This is somewhat interesting, also somewhat weird, the way that this works. Go to the input room and we'll get your data. Until then, we get to look around. I don't think there's much of anything to do around here. Can I move yet? No? Oh, so we get to eavesdrop a little bit. I don't know. Orders are orders. We'll just have to try. Right, nobody listens to us anyway. This so sounds like me at work. It's like, you do realize that's not going to work, right? Yeah, do it anyway. Fine, we'll go fuck it up then. Gee, grumble, grumble. That's pretty much, you know, I'm guessing most people at work, but anyway. Well, it's either doing it genetically or doing it through training. Either way, I'm guessing this way is probably faster. Wondering if there's a way to let the people on Expel know that we're here on Energy Need. They must be wondering. Yeah, on Raina's path, it's a little more ambiguous, but on Claude's path, we know it's kind of gone. And Claude doesn't really want to mention it, and I don't blame him. Alright, let's go then. It's weird, like, I didn't have any control there, but they still, all my party members still disappeared into Claude so that he could start walking. I don't know why they didn't just animate them all. It's a, what, 4 or 5 image little sprite movement there, so I don't think it would have been that difficult, but whatever. Kind of weird. Now, here's the thing. They don't know if things will work with Claude because he's not an Needian citizen. He's not one of their race. He's human. Well, Raina is Needian, or at least that's what we've been told. So why wouldn't we just have Raina be the focus of it? That would make sense to me, right? Instead of trying to do something different? I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's got love of animals anyway. That was fast. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to it. It just seems to go in there, get the scan, little prick on the wrist or finger or wherever the hell they want to, unless they just scan the DNA out of you. Who knows how this works. Yeah, they don't scan any of our other party members. It's just the 2 protagonists. So, yeah. Anyway, seems weird. It's also very slow. Even though it doesn't take very long, the fact that we have to watch each character walking around very slowly. Enough of that. Hurry up, let's go. I want to get to actually doing something today. Standing out watching everybody. Yeah. That's kind of what we've been led to believe. So let's start inputting this stuff. Who else could have predicted the thing that they didn't know anything about would lead to bad things? Yeah, they didn't know if Claude's DNA would work. Apparently it didn't. Well, you had to expect this, to be quite honest. Humans are a very violent race. We make video games where we just beat the crap out of each other. Alright, let's go. Synard is out of control. Do we have to kill it? Well, I guess so. We got boss time. And I forgot to give Claude the Berserk Ring. Oh well, doesn't matter. Now, basically for this one, I don't know if those are even hitting with Bowman there. But yeah, Opera is going to be your main savior in this fight. He's weak to lightning, from what I remember reading. He drops a Mind Ring, which doesn't matter. I learned Twin Slash, which doesn't matter.
Leave it to me.
But yeah, I remember reading he has a really powerful attack, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. And the thing is, I've got some weaker weapons on everyone but Claude now. So technically, the weapons I should have now are, I think, 30% stronger. It's no double like the Berserk Rings give me, but I'm not as overpowered as I was on the end of Disc 1. So it's not like it's surprising that these guys are going down easy. The game gives you the ability to do that reasonably easily. I'm trying to give a little bit of challenge in this game, but literally by the time you have a good idea around item creation, most of the difficulty disappears until the post-game dungeon. It's not our fault. It was going to attack everyone, so we stopped it. Now it's dead. Well, I guess that kind of is our fault, but you guys tried to input my data even though you knew it wasn't going to work, so that's not my fault. Well, that was annoying. Yeah, what the hell are we supposed to do now? So we can't input Claude's data. Why don't we just input Reyna's data and not Claude's data? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I guess that means we wouldn't be able to write it if we didn't have Reyna in our party, which we can't get rid of Reyna, especially now. It's like other characters we've had a chance to get rid of, but we've never had a chance to get rid of Reyna. So does that mean we're going to lose Reyna later? Is that why they do this? No, we don't want to do that. There may be another option. And what would that be? Not the place to talk about it. Let's go back to my office. What, you don't want to talk about it in the room that we just killed one of your prized Synards in? Of course, they also killed the bridge, so now you're going to have to get, construction in there. Hello? That's the same red-haired lady we've seen a few times now. That is the derp. That is the third scene we've seen with this red-haired lady. And I would highly, 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 highly recommend that you have watched the other two. There's one taking the left path once you get out of the City Hall in Central City. And then there is another one when you're heading into North City. And this is the third one. Make sure you've seen all three of those. If you haven't, hopefully you have a save file at the bridge of Disc 1 and Disc 2, because you probably want to have seen them by now. Please step onto the transporter. I'll leave it unlocked. What is going on? Sure, the mayor won't object. So basically, they're telling me to do something, and I don't know what that is, and they won't tell me anything about it. Sounds sketchy. Sounds pretty sketchy. Sacrifices. Uh-oh. I don't like the idea of this. I do not want to go in this thing. Okay, we're going to go on another suicide mission, I bet. Alright. Let's... Oh, it did leave his berserk ring on. It's the fairy ring that I forgot to put on him. Where are my fairy rings? There they go. Hurry up and get in the transport. Okay, fine. I'm going. Okay, I'm trying to go, but the game made me walk back out. Because human beings are violent. I already said this. Game, explain something. Come on. And that's it. We get no explanation for that. I was actually just thinking about things. The Hoffman Ruins on Disc 1. It's just another dungeon. But it's the Hoffman Ruins. Is Hoffman a person? Is it a race? Why is it in ruins? They don't mention that either. They don't mention anything in this game. Yeah, for whatever reason, there's not as much background lore in this game as I really wished there would be. Considering the other games in the series, there seems to be quite a bit more, especially in the third one. I would guess they have more in the fourth and fifth ones as well. But let's head this way. Ooh, treasure. Wait. Why are we in this guy? Why did they send us to some guy's house? I don't know. We're in trouble. Wait a minute, I'm being polite to people who snuck into other people's houses. We were told to come here by Artis, the idiot from the North City. Of course, you could tell him, what Artis does instead of just telling him a random name he may or may not know anything about. Now, for the fact that Energy Need is supposed to be so closed off that no one can get in or out, he accepts the fact that we're from off-world very easily. Of course, it looks like we're from off-world, so that makes sense. But, yeah, it's kind of weird. A partisan. I'm not sure what that means in this case, but I'm guessing it's a confidant or something to that extent. Basically, it's like, here's some background lore, and we're going to ignore this and try and finish the quest we're on. Which I guess makes sense, but background lore! I want some! Give me more background lore! And exactly who are you? No, he just sent us here and was very vague and made me think that he was trying to get rid of us. Where are we? The Endangered Species Preserve. I am Director and Zoologist Noel Chandler. We're looking for a wild Synard. Well, if we couldn't get one created, then that would make sense. Of course, that's how most creatures begin, unless they were entirely artificial. Makes sense. If not, why would they send us here? There's one left and they want us to go tame that one. Seriously? How stupid could you possibly be? Why would you want to get rid of the last one left? And we have to fight it to get it because it's a Pokemon apparently. So they have a system where they know that these creatures will obey someone with superior strength, like a Pokemon, you know, you lose, you obey. But they still decided to breed them in captivity instead. This is weird. They already had a system and then they decided to genetically alter them anyway. Seems kind of stupid. Your heart must be superior. Okay, so we gotta beat the Pokemon, believe in the heart of the cards. Anything else? Even our party members are like, really? Why are we doing any of this? So we have the morally ambiguous genetic engineering, and now we're going to tame the last wild survivor of an entire race of animals. Yeah, we can't do this, and he's supposed to be a zoologist. He lives on as a CEO of the preserve. There's no way he should be doing any of this. He should be protecting them with the utmost care. Well, I guess we go. Anyway, here we've got some items that suck, and we get 50,000 full. Not bad. You can rest for free in his house if you need to. I don't. He has joined your party, by the way. Noel is a temporary party member for now, though you can choose to recruit him later if you want to. I wouldn't care to recruit him on this path because I only have one slot left. As you can see, we're right at the bottom there. But you can choose to either recruit him or not recruit him. On Raina's path, I will be recruiting him. So, just so you know, we'll get an option to do that in a little bit. We're on this continent here, and there's not a whole lot here, save for his house and the preserve itself, which we'll be heading into next time. So yeah, if you want to worry about Noel's skills or his talents or anything like that, you can look into it if you want. Oddly enough, love of animals is not something he has all the time. You would think that a zoologist would always have that, but no, it doesn't. It's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, you can build up his stuff if you want. He comes with a decent amount of SP for once, thank God. But yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.